Right, as audio's live. Let me double check that's coming through. Testicles 1, 2. Right, as audio's live. Let me double check that's coming through. Yep. Testicles 1, 2. Right, mute that. Right, I'm ready when you are.
Yep, I just heard testicles. We're fine.
What's this? Subscribe to
God.
drops.
Yeah, it popped it for me too.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware we were doing drops, but
No,
alright.
we haven't even monetized it, have we? We're not sellouts like the Seal podcast.
Right?
Oh, I think we'll wait for Greg. He's on a work call by the look of that.
Okay.
Or a personal call.
For fuck's sake,
he's not on
my mic
crowd.
was muted. No, I was actually saying I couldn't hear myself talking,
Oh,
and then I just realized I accidentally muted my mic. I am not on a work call. All right.
I'm going to say it's
Making
Sunday.
sure we I could hear Kim, and I'm like, why am I not hearing myself? All right. We're good. Let's start.
Right.
Well, as long
Right,
as you
okay.
can hear me, that's all that really matters.
Not really.
Right, here we go. Let's hope this works
All right.
this time because Stream Deck has been updated.
Oh boy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are listening to the Overseas Connection
Shut up and sit down.
Here we go!
Would you kindly?
I think we're just getting started.
Medic!
I'm a witcher.
I think this is more than you can handle.
He sits on his ass all day.
Let's do this.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to episode 856 of the Overseas Connection podcast. Today is October 5th, 2025, and we are your weekly check-in on video games, on life. We do this show every week starting at 8 p.m. in the UK, 12 p.m. on the West Coast, 3 p.m. on the East Coast, and 2 p.m. Central Time Zone. No, nothing disparaging to say this time from me, I promise.
I'll be damned.
We are on YouTube. We are on Twitch. So come and hang out in the chat. Join us live. We'll also put forward an audio version of the podcast so you can listen to it while you're at the gym if you want. Shaving off a couple pounds here and there. And as I noted before, it's a video game podcast. So party on today. We'll talk about what's been going on in our lives, what's been going on in the video game industry. And joining me today, I have two fine hosts. I will start from left to right on my side. Miss Kim Woods. Kim, how are you?
Hey, yeah, I'm good. I'm happy to be here. So, yeah. And Corzon is
Okay.
in the chat already. So thanks for that, Corzon. So
Well, there we go.
Let's do it.
See, joining the
Yeah.
fun live.
already.
Can't be any better
Yeah.
than that. Except for having Mark on the podcast. Mark Wright.
Hi Greg, hi Kim, hi everyone. Mechanics on
Howdy,
all
howdy.
the gaming platforms. Yeah, we're back again and week 2 of good internet, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And then sadly, due to government shutdown, we had to put Chris on the shelf. So Chris will not be joining the podcast today. It
Have
may
you
or
put
may
him back
not
in
be
his toy
related to.
soldiers box?
We did. We put him right back in, sealed it back up with some
Good.
cellophane. It's back up on the shelf. When we need him again, we will break that open, and Commander Chris will grace our presence. My name, again, Greg DeLacy, Gamertag, Murphy's Law, OC Murphy's Law on Twitter. Let's dive into some birthdays. We have Ensign Deadmeat on October 9th, John Nyaston on October 9th. And I just said Nyaston. It's, I think,
Kinniston, I think, might be.
Kinniston. Yeah, I know. We debated back and
You
forth on
asked
this.
earlier, how
John,
do you
we're
pronounce
sorry.
it? And we all
I know.
agreed on
And then I
Kinniston.
looked
When
at
you
it and I
fucked it up.
panicked. Absolute panic on my part. I'm like, much easier to say Tom Pedro White, celebrating birthday on October 11th. So I think we have something for them for a birthday jingle, if you will.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Okay, there we go. Birthday's done. I suppose we can get into some story time. So let's dive in. Let's talk story time.
Everyone here loves story time, our favorite time of the day.
Okay. And, I said the government shutdown put Chris on the shelf. Technically, the government shutdown did not do anything to Chris. In fact, we thought Chris might be on the show because of the government shutdown, but alas, no, his trip is still funded, still going out. So he is on a work trip. And I believe it is a special investigation of Renaissance fairs that he is attending. So there's possible implications of worldwide catastrophe within that as well. I don't know. We'll have to get the update from him when he comes back. But for now, let's not talk about the echo I just heard, but let's talk about what Kim has been doing. Kim, what have you been up to?
Alrighty. Well, first and foremost, before I forget, it's the first of the month, so we know what that means. I mean, I think we should know what that
Kim,
means.
anytime you ever want to forget this segment, because it makes all of us just feel slightly
Well,
less
when
than.
I try to forget this segment, somebody usually yells at me that, "Oh, hey, Kim, it's the first of the month. What's your calendar
I
out
know.
on it?" So,
I know.
it's not my
Greg's
fault.
just
It's
jealous.
just
that he
I
doesn't
don't-
have a nice pussy like they do.
I know, that's the thing. I feel inferior to the cats on screen, so I'm just saying.
I don't know what to tell you. But for this month,
Okay.
the month of October, we have Mal and Wallace, or Mal and Wallace. You can decide which one's Mal and which one's Wallace. I'm not going to tell you because honestly, I couldn't tell you. So,
All right, I think we need to write into the calendar maker though, because their outfits are decidedly not original anymore. They're all the one strap guys.
One.
At least he's
Well,
only got
I would
one
love
red
for your
brace on, not a pair this time.
Yeah. But maybe put a hat on once in a while. How about an axe in your hand? Something a little more manly than just the cat. I'm just saying.
Or holding a big
Well, they have
hose.
the ones where
A big hose would be good. Yeah, there you go. Because they all start looking the same, Kim. They've got the tattoos, the tan, the red strap, and the cat. Can we be a little more original with our posing?
I could always buy a different version, get one with dogs or horses, or where they're doing something dramatic. I mean, it's entirely up.
I don't know if I want to see them doing something dramatic with a dog and or a horse.
No, they're not doing anything with the animals. They're what do they call it? The hero calendar, where they're all doing heroic firefighter things. So not with animals, but anyway. Before we get into weird,
Good that we've cleared this up, Kim.
Yeah, right. The important questions for this week. My horses are still in. They haven't been out at all. So, there's that. As a matter of fact, I am babysitting these 1,000-pound creatures. I go out every day and make sure they're actually out in the pasture. So not only do I get a workout, but, I know where my horses are. So there's that. I still have poison ivy, but it has gotten better and a little less itchy. So there's that. Blackberry Jack Daniels. I don't know if anybody else has tried it like me, but I have to say, if you're on the fence about Blackberry Jack Daniels, don't be, because it's really freaking good. So, as a matter of fact, Friday night I got terribly drunk on it and forgot to put coffee in the coffee pot. So, or I got distracted by Henry Cavill. I'm not sure which, but something happened and coffee didn't end up in the coffee maker, and I brewed a big old pot of hot water. So.
Okay, so it's funny you say that because literally yesterday I went to brew myself a cup of coffee. We have the little Keurig cup things, and I brew it, walk away, I come back, and it's just water. Totally forgot to load a pot in. So I'm right there with you, Kim. My issue was not the Blackberry Jack Daniels though. It was just literally just half asleep.
Yeah, that's my excuse, or at least that's what Dad was telling me there the other morning. He's like, "Did you have fun last night?" And I'm like, "Well, this is an odd question coming from my father, but okay, I'll bite." I'm like, "Why?" And well, you made the coffee pot. Like I put the water in it, I cleaned the old grounds out, I set the timer so it would go off. And somewhere in the process, like I said, I was either too drunk or I was distracted. And I just didn't put the coffee in. And he's like, "We had a nice big old pot of hot water this morning. It'd have been great if we were making cocoa, but, not so much for coffee."
Dad, maybe you should do a little hot tea.
Yeah, right? make you a cup of cocoa, Dad. You'll be fine. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Or
so no,
extra hot
Blackberry
coffee.
Jack
Just
Daniels.
put it back in and brew it again. Extra hot
There
coffee.
you go. There you go. But yeah, the Jack Daniels, the blackberry is really good. And I'm not a gigantic blackberry fan for reasons. The reason being, my dad had a ex-girlfriend. She had a blackberry bush or something on her farm, and every time she'd come to a family gathering, she'd bring a damn blackberry cobbler. And I tell you what, the first couple times it's fine, but when that was the only thing she would bring to every freaking social gathering, I soon despised blackberries. But this is really good. So if you're on the fence about it, don't be. It's go
Okay.
for it. Anyway, that's
Yeah,
it for me. But
I have a love-hate with blackberry. I really
Mm-hmm.
like blackberry flavored things, but like a blackberry pie,
right.
the seeds I've got,
Yes.
and they don't
Yes.
make them seedless. You can get
No.
seedless preserve, which is
Mm-hmm.
great. But anytime you have seeds in your jam, I'm gonna push back on you and say no,
Right.
not a
Yep.
fan. Yeah.
I don't blame you,
So-
because then I'm sitting there with my water flosser for like 15 minutes trying to get all them
Yeah.
fuckers out. So
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like eating a poppy seed bagel.
Oh yes.
On
Yes,
surface,
that was-
you think, "Oh, this is gonna be great," and then suddenly you smile and you're just like black little marks, and it's like you've been eating gnats.
right. Yeah, I have that same problem with the everything bagel. Not only does one, it
Yeah.
gets stuck in your teeth, but the shit falls off and then you're wearing it. And it's like, these are good, but can you make them where the stuff
Again,
doesn't fall
Kim,
off
you're
the
not
floor?
supposed to wear the food. You're not supposed to, again, walking the fence line. Walk the fence line. Don't crawl through the fence line.
Fine,
Little
but
things
it's
to help
fun,
you out in life. Okay. All right.
God knows I need those. Anyway, but that's it for me this week. So
I know. I'm super helpful. I get it. Mark, what's been going on with you?
So
like I
I've
said,
had,
they're the older brother that I never asked for.
I've had a full week of the new internet now. In fact, on Tuesday it'll be 2 weeks. So far, so good. No issues. Still getting full speed.
Porn is streaming very well. I
Yeah,
assume?
no stuttering, not from the screen anyway. Yeah, it's going really well.
Oh dear.
Okay. All right.
I can't come
Internet is good.
Yeah. Watched a movie last night with Jenny. We watched the new Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Better than I thought. Because I liked the original one with Jessica Alba and that other dude, I can't remember his name. And I liked the Silver Surfer one. They did two, didn't they? Then there was a reboot, and I didn't like that one. But this one's pretty good. This one follows more.
Sorry, I'm
the
trying to
theme-
kill mosquitoes.
This one follows more of the theme of the comics, I think, because the car and everything's all retro like in the comics. So yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, it's really good. I enjoyed it. And
right.
there's a end credit scene at the end which links to the new Avengers movie coming up soon. So yeah,
Wow.
Okay.
any of you guys seen that? I think Chris has seen it, hasn't he?
I have not seen it. I debated. I
Mm.
couldn't just bring myself to go see it. It looked good,
Yeah,
but all the superhero movies of late, I've been like, it looks good, and then
yeah.
not so much.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised because I wasn't expecting much. I was expecting a huge disappointment, but yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. What else have we done this week? Steam Autumn sales on this week. Well, been on
Oh, I know.
I think. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I bought quite a few games. Oops. Yeah, I bought quite a few games.
Just as long as
There's
you
a-
play them.
There's a Hello Games bundle where you get No Man's Sky and Joe Danger and a load of other stuff. I think there's 5 games in that pack for 20 quid.
Okay.
So I got that. I got some other ones. I can't remember. I got that many. It'd help if I fired Steam up and had a look, wouldn't it? I should have made a note of these, shouldn't I?
Uh-huh.
I think this is all of our problems: is we buy these games because they're good deals, blah blah blah, and then we
Yeah.
never play them.
Right, yeah. Well, I've played. Well, I'm not talking about it today, but I have played No Man's Sky. I played No Man's Sky back in 2016, 2017 when it
Yeah.
launched on PlayStation.
Yeah, you played it a ton.
Yeah. This game has changed a lot, and I was having major problems today figuring out what to do, and it's so confusing. And I've got Chris and Scott in the Discord. Oh yeah, it's easy. Just do this. Just do that. I'm thinking,
It's never easy.
How do you do? Yeah. So yeah, I'm getting there slowly, but fucking hell, that's a steep learning curve. But I'll talk about that more. I'll get into it because I've hardly done out in that. But yeah, so I picked up. Yeah, so I got Joe Danger 2 the movie, Lost Campfire, and No Man's Sky all in one pack. I don't know if it's in the sale.
Campfire is really good.
Yeah, I picked up Slave Aspire. I've heard that's good. I've never played it. It's like a card battling game. I picked up Control, which is on Xbox,
Okay.
I know, but it was like £3, and it's the Ultimate Edition, so I've got it forever. Well, as long as Steam allow me to have it, because you're buying a license, aren't you? I don't think it's in the sale, but I did pick up another game, which I'll talk about later. So yeah, Steam sale. Anyone else bought anything from Steam sale? Kim? Have you
Not
got
yet, but I've been tempted. Not yet, but I've been tempted. So
Yeah.
it keeps sending me notifications. This thing on your wish list is on sale. And I'm like,
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
okay, maybe.
Funnily
the
enough, I've got Kingdom Come Deliverance on my wish list, and that is on sale, but I didn't buy that because it's still £35, and all the games I've bought have been like 70, 80% off. The No Man's Sky bundle, the 5-game bundle, was 90% off. So it's hard to pass that up.
Yeah,
But,
I can understand that.
yeah.
I'm putting a hiatus on any further purchasing until Battlefield 6.
Yeah.
I still haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I'm going to make that call, I think, tonight.
Right.
So this way I get in on the pre-order,
Yeah.
quote unquote, savings.
Are you
Yeah.
getting the standard of a Phantom?
Probably just the
Yeah.
standard. I don't play it enough to warrant me getting
Yeah.
the extra version.
Yeah. Not long now, next Friday.
No, it's
No.
just around the corner.
Yeah. So, and also on our Discord channel, we now have the option to select your roles. So there's a new thread on there, right in the welcome section, where you can pick a role. So at the moment we've got, let me have a look. This is going to ruin the cameras. We've got Dune Awakening, Helldivers 2, Battlefield, Call of Duty, and PUBG. So if you, oh god, where have the cameras gone? There we go. So yeah, if you play any of them games, if you select them as your roles, you can pick more than one. We can now ping out a single tag, and everyone in that group will get pinged. So if you're looking for a Helldiver, you can just type @SuperCitizen, anyone around to help, and everyone who's joined that role will get pinged that, and it doesn't bother. So you'd have to do an @everyone tag and piss everyone off. So yeah, it's quite a neat idea. That's thanks to the real Defoe, Gary. That was his idea.
That assumes again that you're using Discord more than just for the podcast.
Well, yeah, if you don't select the role, you're not going to get it, and if you don't go on Discord, Greg, then it's not going to happen, is it?
No, it's definitely not going to happen. But okay, all right. Gary just giving us one more thing in life to do. Thanks, Gary.
Yeah, work's been busy, and we have a storm in the UK this weekend. It hit Friday night, and we've had lots of wind and rain, and it's been horrible weather. So yeah.
Okay. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's been lovely.
Yeah. We had rain. We also had rain. It was like 2 days, and it's sunny outside again now. So, for those on the audio version, I just was given the finger. So I'm gonna jump into my stuff. Where to start? I'm gonna dance around a little bit on my talking points.
I can't wait to know what that first one is.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Fear of the Sky, though. I will talk about that first. And this is a multi-phased topic or multi-level. So on the positive front, I started a new book series called Fear the Sky. I've only gotten in maybe, 20 minutes into the series. R.C. Bray is the narrator on it, so I love his work. He does great in science fiction. And so this is a sci-fi setting kind of story. It seems like, and I haven't really got to the full weight of the story yet, so I don't quite know, but it seems like there's alien invaders that kind of mask their delivery, if you will, into the earth. But also with Fear the Sky, we have had a shitload of mosquitoes. I don't think you get them in the UK that much.
Although it was
Kim,
on the
I'm
news,
sure
we've
you
got
do.
a bit of an invasion of some mosquitoes, but yeah, it's very rare we get them.
Yeah. So it's with the wet weather, that kind of thing. And also I found out the city of Roseville stops spraying for mosquitoes at the beginning of September, which you would think they would continue, but I think they stop because the rain tends to wash away the insecticides. But so the mosquito's been out force, and of course I have a mosquito in my room literally right now as we were talking on the podcast. It landed on my shoulder, then it landed on my phone, and both times I missed the fucker. And so yeah, mosquitoes suck. I hate them. In fact, when I know there's a mosquito in a room, I literally cannot. I could not go to sleep if I knew a mosquito was in the room. I would have to find it and kill it. So yeah. Right now, I am literally looking everywhere, waiting for that little fucker to bite me.
So all the way through the podcast now, me and Kim are going to start going.
Yeah, pretty much. There's also that is the worst sound you can ever hear, because again, it just puts you on notice. There's a mosquito in the room; it's going to bite you, and unless you kill it. So yeah, cocaine quarterback. This is a series. I think it's on Netflix. Started watching this. So it's a real life documentary about a USC Trojan college quarterback who ends up becoming a drug runner and money launderer for the cartels. And he was on the USC Trojans roster during like the Reggie Bush days. Pete Carroll was the coach. I mean, they're kind of big heyday time frame when they were like winning the college championship. So it's a pretty crazy story. I highly recommend check it out, Netflix. I won't spoil anything, but obviously things did not go well for him in terms of the big picture. But it's just crazy how it all happened for him. And then yesterday we went out. Well, let me back it up. One of our friends had told us about a winery that was going out of business, and we're like, okay. And she said they had this really good Syrah, and it was like $10 a bottle, which is very cheap for wine. So good wine, I should say. So we're like, all right, you know what? We're gonna go make a venture up, check it out. And we got up to the place and we tried that Syrah and it was okay. We ended up getting a few bottles of it, but next door was another. So it was basically like this building with 3 different wineries in it. 2 of the wineries were going out of business. And really what it was boiling down to is the winemakers themselves were just getting older. They just didn't have the willpower to continue forward making wine, and their kids weren't interested in carrying on doing the wine business. So they just were like, hey, we're going out of business. We're selling off all of our stock. And so we go next door and they have this amazing Portuguese port, which I don't know if you've tried port wine before, it's really more of like a dessert wine. It's great for making like chocolate brownies with, for the record. Yeah. So the guy's like, it's 35, and we're like, 35 a bottle, and it seemed like it was a little expensive. But he's like, no, 35 for a case.
Sign me up.
Like, yeah. So we bought 3 cases of port. I have a feeling we'll be giving some port away at Christmas time to teachers because what says I love you more than alcohol.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And then on an exciting front, my son last night went to his first official homecoming dance. And so he had one of the paraeducators at the school came to the dance and because parents aren't allowed. So he went in with his date and they danced the freaking whole time. And so Cindy and I, we took off. We went to a little Mexican cantina and just ate and drank margaritas and waited 3 hours. And then the dance ended, and we came, picked him up, and he just had a blast. So that was just kind of an exciting moment in life.
Good deal.
But yeah, so outside of me, looking for
That
mosquitoes.
mosquito again, isn't it?
And then, okay, a couple things. One, you can see behind me, the closet doors are off. The closet is getting worked on, so we're going to have 8-foot doors put in. So most of the work is done. The doors are painted. They're in the garage right now. Monday, they'll put them on, and so this will transform behind me. The problem is we've had these construction guys in all week long, and it's not like the job is super big. We're doing 3 different rooms, though. But the guy that's doing the work, he's like semi-retired. So he kind of shuts down his work crews at like 2:30 in the afternoon. So they work from like 8 to 2:30 and then they're done. Well, that's making this project take a little bit longer. And every day they've been here this past week, they're leaving the doors wide open because they're coming in and out. And so, of course, the mosquitoes have been coming in and out. And last night we got home, and I mean, this is like 11 o'clock at night, and we're like going from room to room. We must have killed 30 mosquitoes in this house. They were all over the place. But the good thing is we have these high ceilings, which the mosquitoes stupidly, I say stupidly, I'm happy about it. They'd like to go to the ceiling so you can easily see them. So I'm walking around with a freaking swatter and a step stool. Climb up, smack. Climb up, smack. And yeah.
For me,
it
that's
was
a
pretty
recipe for
comical.
disaster.
No, it was
I'll
comical
break
though.
my neck.
There's been a couple times where
Right? Uh-oh. He spotted it. Look out.
dead
Got it.
motherfucker. All right, now I'm happy.
There you go.
Okay, killing mosquitoes live on camera. Yeah, that has been my life the past week. Is just looking for mosquitoes, killing them, finding more, and is what it is, I guess. Anyway,
Yeah, there you
that's
go.
it. That's me done. Let's talk about some games.
Let's do it.
Games.
Today I feel like playing computer games.
Caught me
Before
off
we
guard
get
there.
any further,
I was trying to find
Mark.
I was trying to find a pet video for your mosquito abuse. Sorry.
is it abuse? I don't think so. The
Well, no,
mosquitoes are like the
sorry,
most
sorry.
useless.
Not abuse, sorry, murder.
It is murder. I freely admit I have murdered
Lately,
many
You
mosquitoes.
made it quick and clean, so,
I will say this. I pray that, when I do meet my maker, that he's not going to look down at me and be like, you killed a lot of mosquitoes. Therefore,
Or he's not a mosquito himself.
How do you think I feel? He's going to look at me and go, you know how many raccoons you've murdered in your lifetime?
it's true.
Several?
I feel like my mosquito killing versus Kim's raccoon killing, I feel like I'm on the better side of that.
Yeah.
And I
you know.
did do it to save my cats, so, there's that, right?
The raccoons they may have just been aggressive towards your kittens, and they
Sure.
were innocently
Little
walking
like-
by.
Little half-pound kitten.
Raccoons shouting, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Sorry. Okay. Kim, give a shout out to the chat. We've got some
All right,
chatters in there.
Boomer and Snoogans and Corzon are all in the chat. Besides ourselves, of course. So,
Lord
thanks you guys
was
for
in there as
stopping
well.
in. Oh, was Lord in? Did I
Yeah,
miss
Lord
Lord?
snuck
Yeah.
in.
Holy
Yep.
crap! Sorry,
Alright.
Lord. Oh yes, there you are. Holy crap! Sorry, dude. I did not see you, and I don't know why, because you jumped in pretty much right after Corzon. I'm blind. Sorry. So anyway, yes, Lord is in there as well. So
Okay.
there-
Is Snoogan's aimbot loaded up?
I hope so.
I don't think so, because they're playing Formula 1 24 at the moment, him and Jay.
Hmm.
So it won't be an
I
aimbot,
I
it'll be a
wouldn't-
steering bot.
That's an unusual game for both Snoogans and Jay to be playing.
Yeah, because Jay asked me earlier, he said, we're doing F1 24 tonight, do you want to join us? And I went, all right, okay, I might have done, but I'm doing the podcast, so yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
getting
What
lower
what
on the
what
list.
is got Jay playing racing games? I've never heard him play a racing game before.
He used to play Forza a lot, and he loves the Forza
Okay.
Horizon games, but yeah, he's he's more into the drifting stuff, like the Streetcar X games and stuff.
No?
Yeah, but yeah, no,
I
I've never seen
do-
him play Formula One.
Yeah, I wonder how Snoogans will use his aimbot in Formula One. That's a challenge.
It'd be like a
Mowing
really
down
adult
pit
game
crew
of
people.
Mario Kart, you know.
It's
Greg
Greg,
knows nothing.
knows nothing. Yeah.
No, I don't. All right, let's talk about what are we going to talk about, Kim? Let's talk about the games we get for free that we pay for, and now we might pay a lot more for.
Okay, we can do that. Alrighty, you're free. Yeah, I know we have a Discord question as well. Anyway, we'll do that after the free games. All right, for the free games that you pay for your PlayStation Plus for the month of October, we have Alan Wake 2 for the PS5, Cocoon for the PS5 and the PS4, and Goat Simulator 3 for the PS4 and PS5.
That's a good selection this month. That's a really good selection.
Yeah, I suppose.
Have you seen the reviews of Alan Wake? Alan Wake 2 reviews are really good.
Oh no, I'm sure it's good, but for me,
Cocoon gets
that's
good
probably
reviews as well.
All right.
Mm.
What about Goat Simulator 3?
Meh.
Meh.
Yeah, right. Alrighty, for your Xbox Game Pass games so far for the month of October, we have Sopa, Tale of the Stolen Potato. Is Robin in this one? Anyway, Little Rocket Lab, Ball X Pit, PAX Die, I assume.
Sure.
Keeper, Ninja Gaiden 4, Bounty Star, The Morose Tale of Graveyard Clem. Actually, that sounds like something I might play. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, The Outer Worlds 2, and Super Fantasy Kingdom. So there you go. Prime
When does the
Gaming
Outer
for
Worlds
this
2
month.
launch? It's got to be soon.
Apparently sometime this month. So
Yeah,
because it's
okay.
on for, great Game Pass. Prime Gaming for the month, we have Dragon Strike, XCOM 2, Vampire
game
the
ever.
Masquerade, Reckoning of New York. I disagree, but all right, go for it. Tormented Souls, Empty Shell, Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, Touch crackers, I can't talk today. True Fear Forsaken Souls Part 1, Hell Slave, True Fear Forsaken Souls Part 2. Well, thank God, because if they'd have left us on a cliffhanger, I might have been pissed. Lost and Found Agency Collector's Edition, whatever that is. Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition. You Will Die Tonight. Well, that's ominous. And Werewolf the Apocalypse Heart of the Forest. That's Prime Gaming for the month. And for your Epic Games for October 2nd to October 9th, we have Nightingale, which I picked up because it told me
Yeah.
they had it for free, and it was on my Steam list. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
it was
well,
on
I
my
can get it for
Steam list.
free.
Me and Jay nearly
Oh,
bought
I'm
this.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, I'll pick it up. And then October 9th through October 16th, we have Gravity Circuit. I think there should be another one there, but I don't know. Maybe I accidentally erased it. But anyway, we'll find out. I'll tell you about it next week. So, yeah, those are your free games. For
By
right
the
now.
power of Google, Outer Worlds 2 is released on the 29th of October.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, still a ways out.
Yeah.
Um, is it me or does it seem like Epic has slowed down with their game offerings?
Well, it had done because I've not really got all interesting recently, but until this week, the Nightingale, yeah, that's interesting.
Right.
That's like a survival looter shooter type thing, but set in like a Victorian era, I think. Looks interesting.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about a community question. Just one community question, apparently, but one important community question. I don't even know what this is. Through the power of suggestion, Mark, please read forward the community
Right.
question.
If I click on it to read forward, the cameras will go. So
All right, so you
it
mean
might
to
be
read?
better
I'll
for
read
Kim
it.
to, yeah.
Through the power of suggestion, Mark, do not read the question of the week. Kim, I beckon you to read the question of the week.
I can do that. All right, this is from
Okay.
They Still Call Me Moose, Chris, as we all know and love. We have you ever chosen the purely evil options in a role-playing game? How could you? He asks indignantly. I can never bring myself to be mean to the fake people. If so, which games? So there you have it.
Interesting.
Let's see. We got some answers here. I guess I'll go ahead and read those off.
Yeah,
while y'all are
let's
thinking
hear
about
the
it.
answers. That might fuel
Alrighty.
some further discussion.
There you go. Iron Panda says, I've not been able to do it. My name is Jeff. No, I hate being the evil person. Even in GTA 5, I tried being nice. Well, I don't blame you there. I'm kind of the same. Mustang X4, Fallout, Elder Scrolls games, and Star Wars, Knight of the Old Republic 1 and 2. Games where being evil has an effect on the storyline. I haven't played a Baldur's Gate 3 evil playthrough as I default to good, but a second playthrough is always something different. So,
Okay.
let's see. Let me scroll down. Yeah, that's it. Oh, wait. Defoe. Always make evil choices in games. This is the way. Of course. Leave it to Defoe.
You know what? Leave it to
So-
the Broncos fan to
Exactly,
spread
right?
forward evilness. Yeah.
Right.
So Mark, what do you ever go evil?
Very rare. I can't sort of like bring myself to do it. And not just RPGs. Like I mentioned last week, with the old Modern Warfare 2 with the no Russians thing, I didn't fire a single
Right.
shot in that airport. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
The only exception I can think of off the top of my head is GTA 5. When I play Trevor, something switches in my head and I go on a fucking murder rampage as Trevor, because that's his character. So I can do it as Trevor, but yeah, normally I don't normally do it. So yeah.
Okay. Kim, evil choices? No?
No, I mean, I can't. I try, and then I feel bad, and then I have to go back and like go to an earlier save point and do it over. Because believe it or not, even though I know these are fake people and they're pixels and whatnot, my conscience will not let me rest if I do something terrible. So it won't. So no,
Wow.
I'm-
Okay. That's
yeah, no, I feel like stupid bad about it, and I'm like, but they're fake. They don't care, I can't. It's a thing. I don't know.
So this will be confession time for me. Well, on the video game front, I do tend to go, more noble, good character choices.
Right.
There's been times, like in Fallout games, I really tried to do like the evil route, but just like you were saying, Kim, inevitably the choice just doesn't feel good. Right. like Nuketown, for instance. Back then I could not blow the town up.
Mhm.
Couldn't do it. And the interesting thing though is playing D&D with you guys.
Oh, I know.
My character Traylon, I specifically picked chaotic neutral, which ultimately is just, my life is just I sway either way. It's not evil, but
Right.
I'm very about self-preservation. And so I have to admit I have had a lot of fun making those self-preservation choices where it's kind of like I don't necessarily care about the bigger picture,
Right.
i.e., I will launch a fireball into the middle of the entire group to save
done it.
myself. Yeah.
Mhm. Thank God I'm short.
Yeah. So that's the one area where I can honestly say, like, no, I've entertained the darker side and enjoyed it and not regretted it. Whereas
Right.
pretty much in video games, I do gravitate towards the good. But okay. All right, great question. Mr. Matthew, thank you for sending that to us from your furloughed trip that is being paid for somehow nefariously because the government is shut down right now. They're not supposed to be spending money, but somehow he's on a trip. Just saying. Okay. Let's talk about the games we have been playing. Let's just get the big one out of the way, okay? We've been playing a shitload of Helldivers 2. We're still playing a lot of Helldivers 2. And you know what? Snoogans won't play Helldivers 2 because there's no advantage for having an aimbot. Because your kills don't necessarily matter. It's about the achievements of doing the quests, doing the things. So his kill death ratio doesn't matter. So therefore, no aimbot assistance needed. And that just really takes him out of the picture. And so that's why I don't think we've ever seen Snoogans in Helldivers 2.
I keep trying to get Jay back into it, and Jay won't play it anymore. He says, "Oh no, I'm not interested anymore."
It's a shame.
Mm.
It's a shame because we have had a lot of fun in Helldivers 2 with no aimbots. I just like giving him a hard time. Snoogans knows I love it. He does.
Oh yeah. Well, he's giving you all the time in the chat, so it's
Well, yeah, and it's Rightfully so. I do deserve the difficult time. I don't want to say hard time.
Yeah, I
because-
wasn't gonna disagree with that. I'm just telling you what he's doing. So.
I know. Oh, here he goes. I play loads with Mark. Yes, yeah, you can't just. Whatever. Not seen you once, Snoogans. Not once. All right. Mark, what have you been playing? Because Kim and I haven't done anything other than Helldivers, apparently.
No, I played Baldur's Gate, but
Okay,
There's
that's like
nothing
you
new
breathe
there.
air, Kim. I mean,
I know.
it's the equivalent. I'm just saying.
I know.
Well,
saying.
okay, but we'll give you your just due, Kim. Anything exciting to announce from Baldur's Gate? Because we know
No, not
Helldivers-
really. I got a wizard character. I did break out the Steam Deck though to play it on Steam.
Okay.
I got a wizard character on there, so I played with the wizard on there, and then I went back on the Xbox and I had a ranger. And for whatever reason, I don't know, I got tired of playing ranger, so then I respec'd it to a blade singer wizard. So I've been doing that. So yeah, I played with wizards.
Okay.
So there you
Playing
go.
with wizards is fun.
It is indeed.
He just likes a staff, don't you? He likes a wand.
She likes the fireball. She likes the fire. Literally, she said in the chat, "I like
Yeah.
fireball."
Yeah, yeah.
I do. I
Yeah.
like fireball. Yep. There you go. Just as long as it's not coming at me. So there you go.
It is far better to launch a fireball than receive a fireball. Absolutely agree with that. Mark,
What have you been doing, Mark?
you are a saving grace because you played more than just Helldivers 2 and
Yeah, I've played
Baldur's
something
Gate 3.
different, yeah. So, well, while we're just on Helldivers 2, we've been doing the Major Order, and that has been on Hellmire. No, it hasn't. It's been
Yep.
on a planet like Hellmire. Can't remember. It's called something Kent, isn't it?
Oh,
And it's got the fucking fire tornadoes in it, and it's a bitch. But yeah,
Fire
anyway.
tornadoes suck.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've been doing the higher level ones. There was me, Gary, Scott, who was Iron Panda, and Sarah, RCGC. So we were doing level 7 so we can get the super samples.
Oh,
Holy.
okay.
Yeah, and they are tough. They are tough. So, yeah, but
Alright.
good fun though. Good fun. But yeah, so
Okay.
I've picked up some new games. So well, one of them isn't new. One of them is an older game, which is on Game Pass, which, again, Sarah has been saying it's one of her favourite all-time games.
Oh,
And that is Deep Rock Galactic. And I've heard a lot of people say it's good, this, Chris included. And I thought, I'll install this and give it a go. And it's really good, I'm enjoying it. It's my sort of game. It's like an extraction looter thing, shooter. So you'd go in this like pod thing which digs down. You go into this cavern and you have to extract a set amount of minerals and gems and ores to meet your quota. You got a little robot that follows you around where you can deposit these into it when your inventory fills up. And there's lots of little bugs that come and try and kill you. But yeah, it's interesting. It's good. You have to throw flares in because it's very dark in there. The flares don't last forever, so they do go dark again, but they regenerate over time. On screen now is a little robot dude who comes and takes your unloading. But yeah, it's interesting.
I've come to a conclusion. You like games that are jobs.
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah,
You really do.
Yeah.
You like the games that are like it's a job.
Yeah.
I've got to do this, to do
Yeah.
that, to do, and
which is weird
you-
because I don't want to fucking work anymore. I want to cut
I,
my hours down.
I was just gonna say, well, you
I wanna
hate your
cut my
real
hours
job,
down
and yet
to work online. Yeah.
okay, all
Yeah,
right.
but yeah, and Kim's right in the chat. You play as a dwarf, and my
Right.
D&D
That's why Mark
character's a dwarf, so yeah, it rings true, doesn't it? But yeah, I've only done a couple of missions, but so far I'm liking this game. So this is up to 4-player co-op, so I'd love to get some co-op on. The only problem is, because it's an older game, I don't think it has crossplay, which is a shame, because
No.
it'd be great for Sarah to show me the ropes on this. But I think Chris plays it on Xbox, so yeah.
I'll play it sometime you want.
Yeah,
I've been
cool.
wanting to.
Yeah, so yeah.
Absolutely.
But this led me on to a purchase I made. So as Kim alluded to earlier, my Steam Deck hasn't been getting a lot of love. So I've wanted some Steam games where I can play on the deck easily because a lot of the games I own, it's hard on the Steam Deck for my old eyes because it's a little screen and
Right.
a lot of the games I play, are intensive graphically, like you Dune Awakenings,
I have a suggestion.
Dragon Age Wildlands. Yeah.
Thicker glasses. Really, Coke bottle those things up, and you'll be able to see the screen
I thought
just
about
fine.
sticking a couple of double glazing paints to them, but so I wanted some like nice sort of like simple Steam Deck enabled games, and one of them was the new release, what came out last week, which we mentioned, which is ties into Deep Rock Galactic, which is Deep Rock Galactic Survivor.
Right.
So those of you who have played Vampire Survivors or Brotato, I didn't get on with Vampire Survivors, but I liked Brotato, and it's basically a shooter game where you're just running around, avoiding enemies, picking up things, and leveling up. You've no control over the shooting; it'll do it automatically, and this is the same sort of like thing. So you're not in 3D first-person view like you are in the main game. So this is similar to Brotato and Vampire Survivors, but it's not fully top-down. You're more isometric.
Okay.
And you can still do a bit of mining, and you collect gems and rocks for currency to buy upgrades. But as you kill enemies, they drop little light blue orbs, as some on the screen now. And as you pick them up, you have to get near them to pick them up like a magnet. Which you can upgrade. You get XP, and the XP levels up really quick, and it's like a roguelike. Once you die, that's it. That's your run over. You have to start from scratch again, level 1, right at the beginning. And there's, I think you have to do 5 acts in each mission, but you have to do 3 missions to get to the next level, and it gets really tough. The enemies, as you progress through, it'll say, "Oh, there's a swarm coming." Fuck me, there's fucking hundreds of fuckers coming at you. There's loads of enemies on screen, but it's so intense and it's so addictive. There's quite a variety of weapons. So as you level up, you unlock different weapon slots. So at the bottom of the screen there, you've got 4 weapon slots, and as you level up, you get the opportunity to pick another weapon. So you get more firepower. As you level up, each time you level up with that blue bar at the bottom, you get a choice, just like on Brotato. I think it's the same on Vampire Survivor. So there'll be 3 random things you can pick from. It'll be like increased reload speed, increased rate of fire, increased damage from your weapon, or increased walking speed, increased mining speed. So you have to sort of like balance it out and pick which one you think is going to be best for your character. And as you go through, there's like it's doing now on the screen at the moment, there's a supply drop where you have to make the landing pod area clear by mining out. You can see how many enemies on screen there. That's not compared to what happens later. And a supply drop comes down, and you get quite a unique artifact, which increases XP and stuff like that. And then, as you progress on, you get a boss. Once you complete the boss, you've got 30 seconds to get to the escape pod. The first time I played it, I didn't make it to the escape pod. I didn't expect the escape pod to just fuck off and leave me instantly. I thought it'd be a bit like Helldivers, where it waits, but no, it doesn't wait. It goes. But it's really fun. It's really intense. The Steam Deck, right? All these enemies on screen, and it never slows down. I thought it might affect the performance, but it doesn't. The Steam Deck handles it perfectly. I think it's more or less designed with Steam Deck in mind. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I've managed to complete all the missions on the first level now. And then after each mission, each level, there's one called a gate, and then there's level 2, and then there's a gate, and then level 2. So I got to the gate after the first level, and I got right to the end with the final boss, which is called a Dreadnought. And these are massive, and they are tough, and they pounce on you as well and do a lot of damage. I got right to the end of that, and I died. I nearly got it, and I died. So I've got to do all 5 levels again. But I don't mind, because it's so much fun. It's so good.
So Kim, here's my take on this with regards to Mark in this game. You know, he says he didn't get on with Vampire Survivor. This is
It's
Vampire Survivor.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
It's just the graphics are better.
yeah. It's not.
And that's why he likes
It's not
it.
pixel crap. Yeah,
Yeah. You are a
Right.
graphics whore at this
Yeah.
point. That's what
Yeah.
this boils down to.
yeah.
He is.
All right. No, that's good.
And just like on Vampire Survivors, after each level, the sort of like the red rocks you're picking up, it's called Natra or something, and the gold you pick up, you can buy upgrades in between each one from a shop, and then you go into the next level.
Okay.
I think that's the same on Vampire Survivors. I know it is on Brotato.
Do you remember
Yeah.
how much
Right.
this was?
I got it on Steam. I think it was about 11 quid. It wasn't a lot.
Okay. All right.
I can't remember.
Well, there you
off the
go.
top
So
of my head.
if you liked Vampire Survivor,
I'll find out.
this is an alternative, better
Yeah.
looking,
Better looking. Yeah.
similar mechanics, and not going to break the bank. So
No, yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
that I might pick it up for my Steam Deck.
Yeah, I was in bed last night on the Steam Deck. I put it on about 10:30 at night, and then I'm thinking, okay, my arms are getting tired. I looked at the clock; it was 1:00 in the morning. Jenny's snoring her head off. 1:00 in the morning, I'm still on this fucking thing. Thought I better put this down. It's really addictive.
Yeah. One game I do have on my Steam Deck that is kind of like it's easy to play. It is, and I forgot the name of it already. But you play it basically as a commander of an AT-AT walker,
Right.
the two-legged walkers, and you're killing Ewoks.
Yeah.
And there's nothing more satisfying than stepping on the Ewoks and squishing them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so that's why one of the games in the autumn sale on Steam is Slave Aspire.
okay.
So I've heard a lot of people say this is really good. I know when Pilch was on the Seal podcast, he was raving about this. And he's not this sort of like games type of person, but he loved it. So yeah, I picked this up as well, so this will be interesting. So I don't know much about it. I just know it's a card battling game with RPG elements. So yeah.
Okay.
This will be good on the Steam Deck as well.
All right. Well, maybe, just maybe, next week, Kim and I can play something other than,
Helldivers 2.
I have a feeling I know what we're going to be playing, but, I'm just going to say that right now. We might have something other than Helldivers 2 to talk about.
Yeah.
It's $9. The Deep Rock Galactic Survivor.
All right. Yeah. It wasn't a lot. Yeah.
All right.
Well worth
Cool.
it. Really good.
And apparently I already own it, so okay.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I didn't realize it. Yeah.
The Survivor one or the original one?
Yeah, the Survivor one.
All
Well,
right.
and
Cool.
I think and the other one is on the Xbox on Game Pass.
Yeah,
so I
that's on
haven't
Game
tried it.
Pass. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Very
Well, let's transition to some news.
Okey-dokey.
Here is the fucking news.
All right. So we'll start with the lesser piece of news within this. Starbreeze has canceled its Dungeons and Dragons game and is laying off 44 staff as it focuses on Payday. The studio announced today, at the time of the story, that it was discontinuing development on its D&D title, codenamed Project Baxter, which was originally announced in 2023 with an anticipated 2026 release window. Which is interesting. If they're canceling it this year, it feels like either they just really weren't putting a lot of development resources into it, or they would have been pretty far along in development, which you wonder how bad it was for them to say, we're just going to cancel it.
Right.
But they did say, following a strategic review, the board of directors, i.e. the people that want more money, have concluded that resources are best deployed to accelerate the growth of Starbreeze's flagship Payday franchise, it said in a press release. Some of the Project Baxter team will be redeployed across Starbreeze's other projects, most prominently within Payday, but the studio also notes the headcount will be reduced by approximately 44 people across employees and contractors, leading to a lower cost base going forward. The only real reason why I brought this up is it was a Dungeons and Dragons game, and I know we like our D&D games.
We
Em,
do.
was this even on your radar?
The more I think about it, I think I did read something about it, and I didn't get too
yeah.
much into it. But I'm kind of disappointed that they canceled it. So,
Yeah. Because
you know,
I know Larian, who made Baldur's Gate 3, they've said their next game won't be D&D based.
Right.
So this was going to probably take over that mantle. But I I was interested in this, but yeah, it's a shame, really.
I think I would have liked to have seen what the
Right.
premise, because I know they made the announcement. I don't think we ever got any real gameplay out of it.
No.
But
Nothing
I
I'm
guess we
aware
will
of,
never.
no.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the big topic
Dun, dun,
for the week.
dun.
First off, Xbox has raised its Game Pass prices, and the former FTC chair says it warned Activision deal would harm gamers. I think Lena Khan is taking a victory lap on this one. Won't spend much time on her commentary, but we will get into our commentary. But she did say Microsoft's acquisition of Activision has been followed by significant price hikes and layoffs, harming both gamers and developers, as we've seen across increasing market consolidation and increasing prices often go hand in hand. So she absolutely is feeling very, righteous saying this. That being said, Xbox has increased the price of Game Pass. So Game Pass Ultimate in particular, that's really what went up here, will now cost $29.99 or £22.99 sterling.
A month.
Yes, a month.
Yeah.
This is the way out. I probably should have led with that. This is a monthly cost increase. Now, it's not coming without some additions. So I think it's fair we do bring up the additions that they brought into the Game Pass Ultimate, which obviously it's one of the direct causes of this increase. Now, I would argue, did we need these additions? Because honestly, I would have been happy without the additions and keeping the price the same as it was.
Right.
But you now do get Fortnite Crew and Ubisoft Plus Classic collections added into Game Pass. So kind of similar to EA Play. You're getting back catalog games from Ubisoft now. The only thing you don't get, which you get with EA Play, I don't think they offer any kind of discount with this on new game purchases.
And EA Play, you get a 10-hour trial as well of new releases.
You get a 10-hour trial and a 10% discount if you pre-order.
Yeah. That's how I bought Battlefield. I got 10% discount on Battlefield.
Yeah, that's in fact, I'm going to be doing the same thing. So okay, you get these new things. You also still will continue to get first-party games for Ultimate. PC Game Pass will still remain available as a separate subscription for PC-only games, but this now will see its price increase from $11.99 or $9.99 monthly to $16.49 and $13.49 monthly. So remember how I said this was the only thing that affected? I lied. PC Game Pass also going up. As part of today's announcement, Microsoft has added dozens of games to the service, including a large number of Ubisoft games. So they have an infographic here kind of breaking down the differences. So you still have Xbox Game Pass Essential, Premium, and Ultimate. The Premium, interestingly, there's a number of news stories all related to this. So I'm just going to kind of rattle into the next one, and then we're going to go into commentary. So bear with me. Game Pass Premium members will now get new Xbox games within a year, except Call of Duty. So on Wednesday, Microsoft announced sweeping changes to its Game Pass offering, including a price increase at its highest tier, Game Pass Ultimate. The middle tier, formerly known as Game Pass Standard, will now be known as Game Pass Premium, and will now offer players access to new Xbox published games within a year of the game's launch. However, Microsoft has pointed out that it does not include Call of Duty titles. All other games appear to be valid. So while this does suggest that Call of Duty titles will never come to the premium tier, it does not mean that premium players should expect to wait longer to play Microsoft's premier franchises. There's a tongue twister there. Xbox Game Pass Premium subscribers will also get unlimited cloud gaming, in-game benefits, online console multiplayer, which, I mean, honestly, the fact that they're even mentioning this these days, considering that you don't need it for PC play. They just need to drop the multiplayer stuff. I'm sorry. And they will have the ability to play and earn up to $50 a year in rewards. So this is something that we didn't cover in this news story, but I know we talked about it in various chats. So Xbox has changed its rewards program. You still can earn money in rewards. You no longer can buy the Game Pass subscriptions, any of the subscriptions, with it using rewards points. So I know a lot of us over the past years had really gamed the system. We did all the rewards points to earn Game Pass subscription. That goose is dead. Moving forward, you can buy gift cards, but you cannot buy Game Pass subscription. So let's get into it. Let's talk about our thoughts. I'll start with Kim. Kim,
Okay.
does this impact how you see Game Pass? Are you still sticking with it? What are your plans?
We talked about this and Laziat Gaming too, and for me, and I know that I'm on a fixed income, so really you'd think this would bother me more than it does, but honestly, for the hobby that I'm in, with it being video games and that sort of thing, for me, $30 still isn't too much. I mean, for the amount of value that I get from it, because one, you can play Call of Duty from release. I mean, assuming you have Ultimate, and the amount. Not right now, but you can try various other games that you didn't have to pay for necessarily. And I mean, with the price of games going to $70-$80 a game, if I did the math and I bought one game a month, Game Pass would still be a better deal for me. So,
I mean, if you do the math, what this really equates out to is if you were to do an annual year-long Game Pass Ultimate, it equates out to about six $60 games a year that you're now, in quotes, buying. Right? That's about with the way that math breaks down. So, I definitely hear what you're saying, Kim. I right now am weathering the storm, and as long as the first party stuff remains really strong, I'm inclined to stick with it. But this does have me starting to question the true value of Game Pass for me, in particular, because I mean, hell, I've spent the last 2 months playing only Helldivers 2. How much has Game Pass really benefited me? I mean, I've played a little bit of Call of Duty.
I'm not. I'm kind of in the same boat there because Helldivers and Baldur's Gate, but and
I'm going to be playing Battlefield 6 next.
Right,
I will get a 10% discount.
Right. Well, there you go. See, there's that. So, but for me, like I said, right now, and Loaded, which used to be CD Keys, is still offering it at a fairly cheaper price. So if you want to go in there and stack up for a year. You might be better off doing it that way, because I found out you could buy 3 months separately and it's $5 cheaper than buying the 3-month code. Now, as long as you don't mind putting in 3 different codes, there you go. I mean, you're saving $5. I mean, unless $5 is not a big deal to you, then whatever. But and
CD Keys / Loaded, those prices will vary from time to time, but typically speaking, they're roughly $5 to $10 cheaper on a monthly compared to what you would just pay over the counter. Mark, the PC man.
Yeah. So
what?
This time last year, Christmas time last year, I nearly ended my PS Plus and Xbox Game Pass subscriptions, but because of the current price we were then, I renewed them, and since I renewed them, we're now in October. I have hardly touched the PS5 and the Xbox, but I have played Game Pass games via the PC. So I have benefited from Game Pass, but not as much as I wanted to. But that was when it was like just over £10 a month. This price hike, so in the US, it's going from $240 to $360 a year. A 50% increase. UK, it's going from £156 a year to £276 a year, which is a £120 increase, 76% increase. So again, Rip Off Britain are getting shafted. £23 a month. So yeah, like Kim says, CD keys, which is now loaded, they are still doing cheaper deals on Ultimate. I've just bought another 3 months to keep me going. I got 3 months for 33 quid, which works out 11 quid a month.
Right.
So it's cheaper than what it is on Game Pass on the old price.
Right.
But that won't last long, I don't think. I can't see that lasting
Right.
long. But I ain't paying 23 quid a month for something I hardly use. Like you
that
said,
makes sense.
yeah, with Dune Awakening and all the other games, the games I've bought because they're not on Game Pass, and Battlefield's coming up next week. So there's a chance once my Game Pass runs out, it doesn't run out while April, but once that runs out, it may not be getting renewed. And my PS Plus, that's 112 quid a year for the premium what I'm on. That's been a waste of money for me, so that ain't getting renewed this year.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been kicking that around too.
Yeah,
'Cause I
so
haven't- I don't remember the last time I fired up my PlayStation 5. So
no, it's a shame really, because the PS5 is a great machine and there's a lot of good games on it, but it's just my time. It's my time.
Yeah.
So.
that's the same here.
Cor-
I
Cor-
just-
Corazon in
all
the
the
chat.
good games are on PC now anyway, so.
Eh,
Sorry.
yeah, pretty much. No. Corazon in the chat did exactly what I just did, which is he bought 2 3-month Game Pass
Yeah.
passes, if you will. I think all of us are probably, it's a bit of wait and see. For me at least, I need to see the first party really be worth it.
Yeah.
For Ultimate to be worth it, there's needs to be, I can't deny. I played the ton out of Avowed. I loved it.
Yeah.
So I feel
And
like I've been
Downfall,
getting my
yeah.
I do feel like I've been getting my money's worth out of Game Pass Ultimate. But it does go in streaks. And right now I'm in this window that I'm really not benefiting from having Game Pass Ultimate. But I do occasionally, I'll just do like the cloud play stuff. I'll just be like, I'll check this game out. I'll check that game out. So, but for me, ultimately, does the first party really make the difference? And so like, Outer Worlds 2, I definitely am going to play that. Those games, when I see that, I'm like, okay, I feel the value. And I guess right now, because we're in this little bit of a doldrum where we haven't had the first party coming out, it does make you question a little bit. It's like, okay, well,
I suppose I have got the option of doing the PC only one, which is quite a bit cheaper, and that is an option for me come April time next year. So yeah, I'll see what happens when that time comes.
Yeah. So, but this will have ripple effects. I do wonder if PlayStation is going to be looking at their subscription model and potentially following suit. I doubt it, but you never know.
Right.
But
These companies
it suits some people. I know Taffman's been saying in the Discord or what is it, the WhatsApp group, his kids play Fortnite and he pays for Fortnite Crew, which is 11 quid a month, 12 quid a month. So he's going to benefit. So that's great for him. But for the majority of people who don't play Fortnite regular, and are not that like all the Ubisoft classics I've already bought, most of the Assassin's Creeds and that, and the Far Cries and the Ghost Recons, we already own them, so we're not.
Hey, I'm not going to lie, I am going to try out Skull and Bones now. I would have never tried that game out.
I was on the beta of that. I was so disappointed with that.
Yeah. Well, hey.
But you can try it.
Yeah, I could try it, and if nothing else, it's just included, and I can cloud game it, which that's the other thing I like doing, especially for these games that I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. But this, again, this is, the industry I feel like right now is in this weird spot as well, where, we are having a lot of consolidation. We are trying to kind of navigate our way to what the future looks like, because I still don't quite really know what the future of gaming looks like, because I know PC has made a big surge. And while I know we have a lot of PC gamers on the podcast and within this, I don't know that PC gaming still is capable of carrying the load for the industry. I feel like we're still going to need the console makers in some fashion or another to be part of this equation.
'Cause if you do want a really decent rig with high processing power and high graphical power, it still isn't cheap. Like the rebuild I did on mine's about just short of $2.5 worth of PC. Snoogan's $5,000 on his. He's got a 5090. He spent over $5,000 on his PC. So that's the disadvantage of PC gaming, is the cost.
Yeah.
But yeah. What was I else going to say? Oh, it just slipped my mind now. I was going to mention something else. But we've got onto the cost.
What is the cost of an aimbot? All right. Well, I mean, obviously, this is going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. I know there are definitely going to be a lot of gaming pundits that are going to, toot their own horn. See, I told you, Game Pass wasn't profitable or couldn't stand on its own. And I don't know if that's the case or not. I do wonder if this is just Microsoft making a play now. They see the kind of the direction the industry is going.
Well, wasn't it only recently they announced record fucking profits from Game Pass?
Yeah.
Right.
We're just trying to capitalize on that. That's what I just remembered. So when I first saw the announcement, I thought, oh, Ubisoft Plus, this might be worth it, actually. So I thought it was a full plus where you get the day one games. Well, until I saw the classics part of it. Yeah. So, but it's the usual thing with the internet, isn't it? Social media and gamers, and there's that many YouTube videos at the moment. There's a massive backlash from gamers. Apparently, one guy, was it Wario64? It's quite a famous gamer guy. He put on Reddit that the cancellation website on Xbox for the Game Pass thing crashed and couldn't be accessed for days on end. There's that many people cancelling. So yeah, it'll be
that, or they just shut it down.
Yeah. Well, let's DDoS this shit so we can't cancel. Yeah. So yeah, the next few weeks are definitely going to be interesting for Microsoft. Going to be a fun place to spectate.
I mean, and it's, again, you kind of think about the timing of this. If you don't have anything first party coming out, the timing of this feels horrible. It's like, but
Call of Duty's around the corner. That's
Call of Duty's around the corner. You've got Outer Worlds 2 around the corner. Ninja Gaiden 4 literally is getting released. Although I don't think that's really the draw that they probably wanted it to be.
It's Call of Duty,
Yeah, but so maybe closer than announcing, or maybe announcing just after they release would have felt a little better. But right now it's like, what new games do you have on the service? Not really anything new I can play right now. Oh, and my subscription just went up, double basically. By the way, I didn't talk about this earlier. So my birthday last week, I had like it was like Christmas for me. And you can see sitting up on here on my shelf, 2 new helmets. One, I have a TIE Fighter pilot helmet, and then this helmet here is from I think it's the Mandalorian. It's an artillery stormtrooper helmet. So those will be going up on my wall. I need to do a little work to mount them up, but I was excited to get more collectible stuff. Also, I have an alien from the Alien Prometheus movie that will be going into the case over here. So yeah,
I still need to watch Alien Earth. Have you seen any more of that, Greg?
I have not. I purposely stopped because I want it to be all out. So yeah. But it is good. It is good. The special effects are good. It is well done, at least from what I watched.
Yeah.
So
Paramount Plus have just released season 3 of Tulsa King. Have you seen that? I love that.
No.
With Sly Stallone. Tulsa King's brilliant. But season 3's out now, but it's coming out weekly, I think. So I'm waiting till they're all out, and I'm going to binge them.
Okay. Might I interest you in Cocaine Quarterback?
I do want to watch Cocaine Bear on Netflix. That's
I started watching Cocaine Bear, and then I stopped. I got like 10 minutes into it, and I think it was because something came up, and I did not ever go back to it. But the fact that it's based off of a true story, loosely, I think, is the right way to look at that.
Sort of like what's the word? I can't think of a word. Mine's just gone blank.
Creative license.
Yeah. Creative licensing, yeah. Because I think the original one where the bear they did drop coke in the woods and a bear did get it, but I think it just knocked the bear out, didn't it? Yeah, but this one's more like a Cujo. Remember Cujo?
Yes.
Oh, what a film that was. I was only a kid when that came out. That's St. Bernard. Wow, what a movie. Anyway.
You just said St. Bernard.
Yeah. Not Bernard. It's Bernard. The name's Bernard. The British name, Bernard.
All right.
Snoogans, back me up, Bernard. Bernard.
Yeah, you know what? By the way, I just want to point something else out. I was watching the international game today being played in London. They did choose two singers to represent, the United States national anthem and the United Kingdom's national anthem. And two things. One, the singer they chose for the United States national anthem, she did a good job overall. She did try to create like her spin, and it's funny because you see a lot of singers do this. The Star Spangled Banner is a very difficult song to sing. Many have said it's very challenging, but a lot of people like to put their own spin to the song. She really went for it with the vibrato, especially towards the end of the song, and I was just like, that was an interesting choice. And then we heard "God Save the King." I believe that's the title. Don't hate me. I don't know the title of the United Kingdom's national anthem. But I mean, I'm just going to say this now. It is inferior to the Star Spangled Banner.
What game was it? What game were it?
It was the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings, which is not a terribly exciting game, but it was actually a pretty good game in retrospect. All right, shots fired. I know I just said the national anthems. Anyway, I get hate for that.
Well, ours is old and very ancient, and yours is quite new and modern. So,
well, I don't know if it was necessarily new.
Newish,
but yeah. Well, it is. Don't also not lost on me is the irony of us singing our national anthem about us liberating ourselves from the United Kingdom in London. So there was that. All right. Speaking of things that we should be talking about, let's talk about new releases, Kim.
Sure. After I remembered I had to put them in here, I thought I had already. Oh, whoops. Anyway. Your new releases for this week are Damon
Bernard
Blades for the PC. Okay.
Sorry, I had to just get that out there.
Bernard.
There's
Gotcha.
Yeah, Bernard.
Shelburne.
That's just dumb.
All right. Are you guys done?
Yes, all right. Go. Continue on.
Yeah, sorry, boss.
Okay. Alrighty. I'll go again here. Damon Blades for the PC on October 6th. Blades of Moran. I guess Moran. Mehran. Anyway, it'll be out for the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S and PC on the 7th. King of Meat. I don't even know. PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PC on the 7th. I guess we'll find out what. Never mind. Yeah, we'll find out on the 7th who the King of Meat is. Anyhow, sounds like a really. Never mind. Little Rocket Lab for the PC on October 7th. Shrine's Legacy for the PC on the 7th. These titles, I swear to God. Comfy Girl, Lo-Fi Companion. Are they related to the King of Meat? Because all this sounds just like a really bad porn. Anyway, for the PC on October 8th, you'll find out. Mooney Black Lotus for the PC on October 8th. Absalom for the PS5, PS4, Switch, and PC on the 9th. Backseat Drivers for the PC. Greg playing PUBG again. On October 9th.
Perfect parking. Perfect parking. Bastards.
Oh, Rise Eterna 2 for everything except for the Switch 2 on October 9th. Oh my God, here's one. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Barbie
Snoogans.
Trails for everything but the Switch 2 on October 10th. Here's the big one. Battlefield 6 for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on the 10th as well. Disgaea 7 Complete for the Switch 2 on the 10th. Little Nightmares 3 for everything on the 10th. Oh my God, story of my life. The farmer was replaced for the P. for the P. Replaced with what? I don't know. But anyway, the farmer was replaced for PC on October 10th. Wise versus Trails in the Sky. I guess that's what that is. I don't know. Anyway, Wise versus Trails in the Sky Alternative Saga. It must be a Japanese game because with that title, I'm telling you. PS5, PS4,
Yeah.
Switch, and PC on the 10th. Forgotten Seas for the PC on October 11th, and those are your new releases. So there you go. There's
Okay.
a lot this week, believe it or not. I don't know how much of it's actually good.
Surprisingly, pretty beefy release list. But let's be honest,
Beefy. King of Meat.
beefy. Well, King of Meat.
Like
Hello,
King of Meat,
beefy.
it looks like a Fall Guys type thing, like an obstacle challenge thing, televised,
Okay, good.
like Ultimate
Well, that's
Warrior
what it
type
is.
thing.
What I
yeah.
was thinking was something else entirely.
Yeah, I bet you are, yeah.
But how does Barbie Horse Trails look? That's
I've
because
heard it on
Snoogans is going to be
stream.
playing that.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
I think
just had it up there a minute
Snoogans
ago.
will be all in on that.
Totally. That's his cup of tea.
Have you
Battlefield
seen
6,
the live
obviously.
action trailer for Battlefield 6 with Zac Efron?
I have.
No.
Oh, that's so good.
It was really
I've
good.
got
I
it on
chuckled.
screen now. Yeah, we're on for about
All right.
5 seconds and we get blown up and the real soldiers walk past and says, who are they guys? Who are them guys? I don't know. Fuck them.
Okay.
I laughed. One of
This
them
is
wore
pretty
Smaller, and I'm like,
comical.
Yeah.
EA, so what do they say? Copying is the ultimate form of flattery.
Yeah.
right?
EA is going all out to make this Call of Duty in some fashion or another. The live action trailer right now is Zac Efron. Reminds me of the Battlefield, the old Call of Duty.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. They've done that. Then within 5
Right.
seconds, blown them up. As if to say, we ain't Call of Duty. We aren't doing that shit.
Well, I wasn't paying attention to the actual
Oh.
trailer yet. I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I did put it in the Discord, but you don't watch a future, do you?
No, I don't.
You need to
Stuck
watch
in
the
the past,
trailer.
Mark.
It's
I'm
so
stuck
good.
in the present.
It
Yeah.
is really
I
good.
know. I definitely will watch the trailer for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, hell, I'm buying the game, so I mean, it's not like, but
right?
but it is interesting. I think EA, they smell the blood in the water. They're like, this is our moment. This is our chance. It'll be interesting to see if they actually capitalize on it or not.
I hope so.
We'll see.
I'm excited.
Yeah. If
I'm
they
ready
come
for
out
the
with the
description.
zombies mode, we know they've gone full Call of Duty.
Well, they're doing a battle royale, aren't
They are doing a
Yes.
battle royale.
Supposedly, yes.
Yeah, and apparently they are fixing one of the biggest issues that a lot of the battle royale games have, which is people can kind of go into the blue zone, for lack of a better term. The blue zone as a PUBG is. They were the originators of this, by the way,
Yeah.
so they need all the credit. But you can go into the blue zone, not die. You die quicker, but you could go into the fire zone, the blue zone, and kind of tactically use that to your advantage to skirt around and reposition. Well, in the Battlefield 6 Battle Royale, you are instantly killed by the zone.
Yeah.
So there will be no repositioning. If you get touched, you get touched for real and die.
Yeah. PUBG is like a blue wall of like electricity thing in it. Yeah. Call of Duty use gas in Warzone. Yeah. Battlefield use fire, and that fire will kill you instantly. So.
Yeah. Which is a change from
Like
last time.
they-
Because
Yeah.
last time you'd burn a little bit,
Yeah.
you could still come out of the zone okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to like that. We'll see.
It'll be
I
I
interesting.
do kind of. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like the struggle of like the zone caught you.
Yeah.
You're almost there. You're dying quickly now. Can you make it? So
So I know one of the problems in PUBG is if you stock up on energy stuff and first aid kits, you can stay in the blue zone for quite a bit.
Right.
So yeah, like you say, it can be quite tactical. It'll be interesting to see you not be able to use that option. But I don't think the Battle Royale is out day one, is it? Is it coming later? I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
no,
but
it
I
is
think
coming
you're
later.
right.
Right,
It is
okay.
definitely not there for day one. Okay. Anything else on this new release? By the anything else strike a fancy?
Little Nightmares 3. I still haven't played 2 yet, but the first game, I really enjoyed the first game. So Little Nightmares, that's a decent franchise.
Yeah. I am kind of curious about, the Kim was replaced.
Yeah.
Right? Oh.
All right. Well, look, I was trying to stall a little bit, but the inevitable is here. We've reached that time. The show's kind of run its course. We don't have a quiz this week because Chris decided, a unpaid for trip that's paid for somehow was more important than staying on the podcast. So we don't have his presence and greatness, I will say, for the quiz. So instead, I was going to do a quiz, and then I ran out of time, and so it is what it is. So let's wrap the show up. We'll do some shout outs, a little kumbaya, a little hugging, a little loving, and then we can call it a night. So, by the way, we are on Facebook. Kim, by the way, is our steward of our Facebook channel. So if you ever are wondering, she's the gal.
Well, my fault.
It is all her fault. We do loosely monitor our Twitter feed as well. Technically, Robin has guidance on that, but Robin is too busy bongoing up his racing. Oh, real fast. I'm all over the place today. I know. Bear with me. So Monday night was our anniversary. We go out to dinner. We went to sushi. I'm not going to talk about the sushi we ate because I know that grosses you out, Mark, but it was actually quite good. But in the course of us, we love sitting at the bar top when we go out to dinner. It's just fun. It's more lively. You meet different people. And we sat next to this guy, and I want to say his name was Lance. And I noticed he was watching racing on his phone, and he was just sitting by himself eating. So we, kind of struck up conversation with him. We're talking. Turns out Lance is into IR sim racing, and what he was watching was racing sim video, not real racing. I guess you could call it real racing. But he just made it into the Porsche League. He was accepted by the Porsche League, and by his account, that was very prestigious. Blah blah blah. We'll see. I don't know, but I did try to let him know about Bongo Racing and that he could check that out. But when I said that Robin was using Assetto Corsa, he's like, "Oh yeah, I started out on that." So I was like, "Yo, okay, all right, whatever, okay." So the conversation at that point, it was really, it was pretty funny though, because he was all about trying to legitimize what he was, his passion, his little racing thing, and I have no issue with it, but I did laugh a little bit when he was like, no, I do IR racing, not Assetto Corsa. I started with Assetto Corsa, but I tried others, and nothing's better than IR racing. And I was like, okay. So
those guys.
Shout out to Robin, by the way. Still love him. All right, Kim, shout outs, please. Let's go.
Alrighty. I'm going to shout out our shatters real quick, and I'm going to try to remember all of them this time, unlike the first time. Alrighty, we have Corzon, we have Boomer, Snoogans, Lord, and Imp the Bro was in the chat today, so thanks for that. Appreciate you guys being here because you're the reason we did this thing. So, see you next week, hopefully. Shout out to you guys as always. It's always fun to get on here and laugh like a loon and make fun of game titles with you. So, King of Meat. I mean, honestly, what the hell? Other than that, I'll post the show up as soon as it is released into the general public. And I hope everybody has a good week this week. And I'll pass you over to Mark. So.
I want to shout out all the shouters today. It's been quite busy and really hectic in the chat. So thanks for joining in. Shout out to you guys and to Chris. We've missed you this week. I've missed a quiz. I love a quiz, especially with Chris's very cryptic themes you have to guess. He's very clever. He's
Right.
a very clever
I
man.
feel like he has a bit of OCD
yeah, he's very
that also
clever.
like
Yeah.
plays
Well.
into it very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also remember your roles, people. If you're on the Discord, get in that welcome section, pick your roles, and then people can ping you for assistance and help and advice. If you're not on the Discord, why the hell not? Get on our Discord. There will be an invite on the show notes, and if you can't find it there, just contact any one of us and we'll get you in there. And let you
It's the
take us out,
future.
Greg. It is the future, yeah.
It's the future, whether I want it to be or not.
And
By the way,
I don't want
Kim's
to jinx it, but there's been no glitches this week. So it must be Chris's fault.
totally Chris's fault. I will point out Kim's mention of her releasing the podcast when it is posted up was code word for whenever Greg gets around to doing it.
Yeah.
So
I was trying
thank
to
you,
be nice
Kim.
about it.
No
You're welcome.
pressure. Shout out to the two of you. As always, a pleasure speaking to you guys, talking video games. Of course, the community. We love everybody there. Even if I pick on Snoogans, he knows nothing but love for the man. What else?
Extra Life. You forgot Extra Life again, you two.
Yeah, well, we've been
no,
very
I'm still
bad
okay.
about promoting our Extra Life. So, as per what Mark just wrote, promote that shit. Yes, Extra Life is coming up in November. It's about now officially about just over a month away. So we need to get on it, Kim. We need to start promoting it. Start raising money for kids. That's the
Right.
whole thing behind Extra Life. I'm looking at Kim's arm right now, and I just want to scratch. I just noticed the poison. Yeah. Is it poison oak or poison ivy, by the way? Important
I
distinction
don't know.
here.
It's one or the other. So I don't, or
Do you
it
get
could be
both?
poison sumac. Yeah. Oh yeah, I get both. I mean,
Okay, all right.
it
Because
doesn't
I know
matter.
normally in regions it's either poison ivy or poison oak. They kind of do the same
we get
thing
both.
for the people that don't know, but they are
Yeah.
distinctively different plants.
Yes.
Okay. Shout out to the mosquitoes. I will win, you motherfuckers. So far I have killed more than they have than they've killed me, if that makes sense. Although, you know what? One of the most saddening things you can ever see is when you kill a mosquito and it actually splats blood out.
Yes.
Because then you know that technically the mosquito won. It got in its got its hit first.
It got you.
And it took a
Yep.
little blood out of you. So yeah. All right, I got nothing else. Looking forward to Battlefield 6. Hopefully, we'll have a strong community with that, and then we'll go back to playing Helldivers. I did pick up my Halo War Bond finally.
I did too.
In-game
as well.
currency.
Yep.
Got it paid for. So,
Yep.
although was slightly disappointed on some of the reviews of the weapons. I think they could have
Oh.
done more with that, but
I
We'll
didn't
see.
like what they did with the price. It's like 50% more. Typical Xbox.
at least you can earn in-game
yeah.
super credits to pay
Yeah,
for it.
yeah,
That was the saving
exactly.
grace, and that's what I did. I've just
unlocked
super credits.
so I bought the latest War Bond with in-game credits called Dirt Devils, and in one of the stratagems you can get in there is like a missile silo. It's a one-time weapon, and it drops, and you pick up the laser designator and point it, and then the missile will go to it, and it's a long-range weapon, because normally the stratagems you have to throw.
Right.
First time I used it, I was on with Lewis, playing skills, and Gary, Real D4. First time I used it, I was stood next to the silo. I used the laser designator. Little did I know that fucking missile would take the fucking bones off my body because I was stood next to it. So I did the laser designator. Next thing I know, I'm in pieces because I've stood right next to it. So a little tip of using that laser silo: don't stand near it when you launch it.
Yeah. It's good. That is good.
Yeah. It's common
Tips.
sense, really. I'm a bit stupid, aren't I, really? Standing next to a
I
missile
wanna say
silo
anything,
when I
Mark.
launch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Also,
maybe
a
it was
good
the
little
me going
tip.
up there and getting dropped on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So side tip, and Mr. Matthew has talked about this before, but I'm going to reiterate it because it bared out fruit for me the other night. And that is if you are looking to farm super credits because you want to pay for a war bond that you're trying to get, play the easiest setting
Yeah.
Yep.
and pick small maps because the algorithm within Helldivers 2, for whatever reason, the way it's set up, you won't earn super credits in the more advanced difficulties. You will earn a ton of them. Like I picked up 60 super credits in just one series, just playing solo myself. I just dove in, ran around, got it what I could, and jumped out. And that's the best way to farm super credits. So,
Yep.
All right, that's it. We're done. Everybody, come back next week. We'll be back. We'll have a great show again. Until then, have a great rest of your week.
Thank you for listening to the Overseas Connection podcast.
Potato! That was a dick move.
Oh, it killed my outro.
Thank you for listening to the Overseas Connection
outro now.
podcast. See you same time next week.
Love you, bye.
That was a dick move.
Love you, bye.